Alright, we're back with another Destiny video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you my guide to soloing the Crotas in Raid on normal, or at least this is how I do it. And if you're one of the people who can't get people to do a raid, maybe this will help you get some raid gear, weapons, or something along the lines of that. Okay, I might do this for the other classes later, but my favorite class is a Titan, so for now I'm just going to be showing you how I do it with the Titan. Okay, you don't have to have this, but I'd say this is definitely one of the things you're going to need as far as armor goes. A Helm of Saint 14. This is going to be amazing in the first part of this raid. When you pair this with armor at light, you can pretty much drop a bubble anywhere you want and just punch everything. Okay, you can use any primary, Vision of Confluence, Fatebringer, Abyss, you know, anything like that. Any good primary, even a vendor primary if it's a good one, I guess. But for a secondary, just a good sniper. You could even use Praetors, I wouldn't recommend it, but you could use it if that's all you have. This would be a really good choice, and this is what I'm actually going to be using. Then you pretty much have to have this, in my opinion. This can kind of do it, but you pretty much have to have a Galahorn, in my opinion. It just makes it so much easier. So, you don't have to have an Icebreaker, but if you do have it, I would recommend having it up to this before you try this, because in the first part, this is what we're going to be using. And you're going to want to put lightweight on it, too. Now, I'm not setting my agility up or anything like that. I'm just going to have the normal, really low agility. Okay, my build I'm going to recommend for doing the Abyss is going to be Untouchable, Maximum Recovery, Duration of Ward of Dawn, Battle Recovery and Toughness, Unbreakable, Armor of Light, and a Spike Grenade. What the Spike Grenade does is it's one of the few grenades in the game that you can throw down at your feet and it will actually not damage you. So you can throw it on a wall next to you or at your feet and it helps get the thralls off of you. Doesn't matter what your build is. I have 231 strength and 206 intellect. It doesn't matter, just whatever you're comfortable with. Doesn't really matter what your heavy is. If you don't have Icebreaker, you can put an exotic there like Dragon's Breath if you want. If you want to use a Solar Flare to lock off areas. But I'm going to be using Icebreaker for reasons that you'll see soon. And then this is my favorite raid primary, so I'm just going to be using that. I haven't maxed out my Fang yet, or even really used it, so I don't know if I'll like that more in the Abyss, but so far I like the Abyss the best. Let's see, do I have everything right? Alright, this is pretty much my build right here. These parts might take a lot of tries or a couple tries. It just depends on how lucky you actually get. So don't get unmotivated if it takes you time. Eventually, if you just stick with it, you'll get it done. Something else is I do not recommend doing this if you are not a 32. Okay, so for the start, just going to want to head to the first lamp, get a little bit of the weight off of you. If you're a Titan, I recommend punching one so you can get a force barrier. And normally I would not run this route, but since there was a cursed thrall right there, I went ahead and did that. Pop a bubble, shoot them with your Icebreaker, wipe them out with the Spontaneously Combust, get the weight off, and then just keep running. Throw your Spike Grenade on the wall, it'll keep them off your back. Pretty sure I didn't throw mine right, so it missed. I'm probably gonna die right here, so it just goes to show you that, you know, you don't always get it on your first attempt. I got lucky and actually survived right there. Anytime your force barrier is charged, I recommend trying to get it because it can really help you out. I just recommend using the Icebreaker for this purpose because it pretty much does the same thing as Firefly, but you don't have to get a precision shot and it's 32. I don't know if it'll do it if it's not maxed out, but with a free 31 icebreaker, you can hit them one time and they die. So you can just shoot them and then blow up like 10 of them. It's great. See right there, my grenade killed most of the ones behind me. You just snipe a couple of them. And then up here there's going to be a night, so there's a couple of ways you could do this. If you don't actually want to put a bubble at this lamp, which I'm going to do, you could save it and blind the night, but I'm going to show you how I take care of the night. Now, this is my favorite part of the raid, so I do it a lot of times just for fun, so I've gotten practice with doing this. So if you don't need the bubble right here, I would not actually recommend using it, but this is how I kill the night. I don't even know where the knight's at actually, so I'm probably not going to be able to do it. Yeah, I'm just going to actually skip past the knight. But anyways, what I do is, when the knight comes out, all you got to do is hit a critical with the icebreaker and he instantly dies. You just got to make sure that when you do that, the thralls aren't hitting you in the back, and you should be fine with doing that. You'd save your bubble if you're comfortable with just not having it, but pretty much anytime I get supercharged, unless I think I'm going to need it, I try and use it. Oh, and another trick, if you guys don't know, when you have armor, a light, or blessing, but I'm saying this mainly for armor, you can step in and out of the bubble and get your full shield back. So when you're doing that, try and stand near the front, the back, or one of the sides. That way, whenever you're about to lose your armor or light, you can just back out and then get your full shield again. I didn't get to snipe the knight, so I'm going to use my bubble to blind him. They can all hit you as soon as they come in, so you got to be careful with that. Get the raid off, and then just keep going. Normally the knight will chase you, but since you blinded him, more than likely he's not going to chase you. Try and get as much weight off as possible, and then don't even bother with that lamp over there. You're just going to run to this one. Now, there's a couple of ways you could do this. You could get on the rock, which is the easiest way to do it. I used to do that all the time, but then I started doing it like this because I find it more fun than standing on the rock. So if you like standing on the rock, then go ahead. But I like sitting back here with a bubble. I find it way more fun than sitting on the rock. But like I said, if you want to sit on the rock, then go for it. That's the easiest way to do it. Try and keep your icebreaker out when you're in here. That way if a bunch of them get around you, you can shoot one and do that. When you get your bubble, try and put it out whenever you have it so that it resets the timer on it. And then because of the duration on it and your skill tree, it should last the rest of the time. Just kill the knights when they come in. You don't have to, but I recommend it because they kind of take up a lot of space in here. Now my bubble's going to be here till the bridge forms. The ogre can't do anything to us. Whenever you hear the music change, the bridge is about to form, so. And then you just run. Alright, now the second bridge. So now we're changing my build back to what I normally do in here. Okay, this is what I'll normally run besides from the Abyss part. Blessing, magnetic grenade, keep the duration, and as far as like recovery and armor, that all seems the same, but change untouchable to illuminated. And everything else is the same. And I'm going to stick with Icebreaker for this part, but I'll probably switch to Black Hammer once we get across the bridge. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, okay? Because when I first tried to solo this, it took me like 3 or 4 hours. You guys might have better luck with it, but it took me a long time to do this part. So in my opinion, this is the hardest part. But what we're going to be doing is just jumping on and off of this really fast, so that the bridge will form, and then you got to be able to kill the sword bearer in time before it deconstructs, and then you just go across with the sword. And then you sit like right in there and just kind of go around that place, and then once the ogres spawn, you just take them out. I didn't even mean to step on that yet, but whatever. I put out my super before I lose it. Gotta make sure you get off of this in time so that it doesn't kill you. Stay on it as long as possible without it killing you, which will also take practice. Because, you know, you gotta get used to how long it takes. Okay, now the bridge is formed. So now I gotta try and kill the sword bearer before it deconstructs. Okay, that was a little bit easier than expected. And now you just go across. If it starts deforming like this, then just fly across and swing your sword. You don't have to kill the gatekeeper, but I'm doing it to make it easier. Don't go all the way in the back because the Annihilator totems will go off. I don't know why it does that. I guess that's kind of like their way of keeping it from being this way. But don't go all the way in the back, of the Annihilator totems will go off and they will kill you, and there's no way to get around it. So just try and sit right here at this rock. If the thralls start killing you, you can go up on the rock, but then they're going to shoot at you. And basically, you just want to try and sit around here, kill the ads, and then eventually the ogres will spawn. And then once you take them out, you're done. With this part, anyways. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a black hammer or an icebreaker, just any sniper that you're comfortable with. I would recommend one that hits for a lot of damage though, because you want to stagger the ogre. So if you have some like Player's Revenge that takes like 5 shots to stagger them, that's not really going to help you too much. If you got the Iron Banner sniper, that would be amazing for this. Since the wizard came out, ogre should be coming out anytime. You don't have to kill the wizard, but I just did it because sometimes it can be annoying. So now the ogre spawned. So basically you just want to try and take it out as fast as possible. Try and stagger it so they can't shoot at you because they will kill you pretty fast. Now there's the one down. Now just try and use the rocks for cover. You can shoot the ads if you want, you don't have to. And then just kill the other ogre. Don't even worry about the wizard. This is another use where the Helm of Saint 14 is nice because you can put it behind you and then the thralls won't be able to do anything to you. You can also blind the ogre, so if he gets really close to you and you're worried about him like meleeing you, just take him in your bubble and then he'll be blind. Okay, now like I said, that might take a couple of attempts, so don't get frustrated with it, and eventually you'll get it. Now, I wouldn't even recommend going for the chest if you're doing it solo. You could do it, but I wouldn't even bother because it's just going to cause you a lot of more wipes and everything. If you can get it, then go for it, but I would not recommend trying to get it. So we're going to do this in the slowest and safest way possible. We're just going to go out here, kill the Shrieker, and then stay in here. Unfortunately, you do have to go outside to kill the second one, so that's more than likely when you're in danger of dying. Okay, now if you just stand all the way back here, the Death Blast might come in here and try and kill you, so unless all of them hit you at the same time, you should not die, and you can try and jump around them. And then they'll just go away. Now, I recommend having a rocket for killing the second one, but unfortunately none of them dropped me heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a bubble right here to blind them. And then I'm going to get right here, hope that the Shrieker does not kill me. And now you just run for your life and hope that thralls don't catch you when you jump down. And if you stay back here, the Death Blast should not be able to get you. Okay, now this is probably the easiest part of this entire thing right here. Now you just gotta jump over all the thralls. You just gotta be careful that you don't get hit by a cursed thrall, because even if you're in the air, they'll do a lot of damage. So if you get this far, you're pretty much home free at this point. Just jump over them, and then there you go. Okay, now I'm going to switch Saint 14 out for Ruin Rings, and I'm going to use a heavy synthesis. Okay, now this is probably the second hardest part of the whole thing. For most people, this could actually be the hardest part. The hardest part for me was the bridge. But if you're a warlock, you could draw out the wizards right there if you want, but I'm a titan, so I can't really do that. So I'm just going to go to the right side, pull out the wizard, try and kill it as fast as possible. I'm not really trying to use any rockets though. I probably will use rockets on it just to make sure that I get it killed in time. I'll just use a second rocket. Okay, so now that that one's dead, that was actually a really good time. Now we're just gonna go over here and bring out the second one. This, in my opinion, is the, side that you don't really want to go in, because most of the time all the ads actually come over here. I actually hate being on this side, so when you come over here to get the Shrieker, you gotta be careful. I wish I had sniper ammo, I really do. Okay, now that one's dead, so now we're just gonna go to the other side. I recommend making sure that you have at least 2 rockets left, because you want to take out the Shriekers really fast. I actually just recently found this spot. This is where I like sitting right here, so I don't got to worry about the knights. You just creep around the corner and kill the Shrieker. Now you just want to get out of here as fast as possible so that the ads won't kill you and the Death Blast cannot get you. And she should be starting her liturgy anytime, so I got to be really fast about this. Just gotta go in there, take it out, and get out of this death trap. Okay, so now that this one's dead, that went better than I thought it was going to. I got really lucky right there and didn't get meleeed by that knight. I recommend having sniper ammo when you go in here, because the sniper, in my opinion, does more than your rockets do, even if it's a Galahorn. But The main thing you want to try and do is get on top of this door before she starts her liturgy. That's pretty much what you're going for. Go all the way in this corner, and then do a bubble, and you can still go out of it and shoot. So, I got one rocket left. I can finish her with just my abyss in the amount of time that I need to, but I recommend coming in here with rockets and a sniper rifle. Okay, now just get out of here. And now the pretty much easier part of doing this. Now you just gotta kill the ads. It's long and time consuming, but it is the easier part of doing this. Just take your time and kill the ads and it'll pay off. Alright, cool. You dropped me sniper and heavy ammo. So what you're going to want to do is come in here and just kill the sword knights. Take out the two in here, and if you kill the right ones, then the glass will disappear. This one's actually one with a gun, but I'm going to kill him anyways. Just pretty much kill any knight in here. It doesn't just have to be the ones with the sword, just kill any knight. And the glass will disappear. Okay, now the glass disappeared. Now you just gotta take care of the acolytes and the rest of the knights, and then it should give you Crota checkpoint. It's heavy over there and I really want to get it, but there's a good chance of me dying if I go over there and try and get that. What the heck, I'm doing it. I really want that heavy. Oh, did not know there was a knight. Don't die, don't die, don't die. I don't want to die. Alright. So, there's something that you should not do while you're trying to do this. Just gonna fire a rocket over there to take them out. Fire one in there. I'm not really trying to hit anything. I'm just kind of trying to fire in the general vicinity of them so that my wolf pack will take care of it. And hopefully hit multiple ones at one time. We've pretty much done everything we can do from this wound, so now you're gonna go back outside. And just try and kill all of them, and then after you do that, should give you a Crota checkpoint. This is extremely easy if you have a black hammer, but I found that a lot of people actually never got this from doing normal raids. Okay, there we go. Now we got a Crota checkpoint. Now, normally I just wipe to take out the ads, but I don't really want to die, so pretty much I'm just going to try and clear out the ads so I don't have to deal with like 100 acolytes while fighting Crota. I think they're just gonna keep respawning, but I really hope they don't. Did it just keep respawning? Because that'd be really annoying. Here's why I like Unbreakable. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but look at my shield. Every time I get shot at or take damage, it starts replenishing, which is what I like about it. I guess they're just gonna keep coming out. What if I go and kill the knights? Will that make them stop respawning? Okay. Well, there you go. There's something else you should not do while you're doing this. I stepped on the plate while I was trying to kill the rest of the ads. Good job. Go me. Normally I would not get up on the door on normal, but there's a lot of extra ads in here. So I'm trying to be really careful about this. These guys should not be too hard to kill. So try not to get shot a lot because, you know, you do have to go out and get the chalice. Whoa, 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 did not see him. I gotta hurry this along. I'm gonna fire a Galahorn, clean the rest of them out. Alright, so now you're just gonna proceed to run out and pick up the chalice. This is the way I normally like to run out to get it. Normally, Crota will not hit you if you do that. And then when the sword bearer comes out, normally I just like to snipe him because I don't really want to use rockets on him because you're going to need them for Crota. Now, in this part, this is where I pretty much say that you need a Galahorn. In my opinion, this is where you really need it. I lost time, so I'm going to use a rocket. Oh no. This is not good. Okay, that was really risky, so I don't recommend doing that. But you're just gonna get on this rock, fire your two Galahorns, he'll go down. And he didn't for some reason. So I'm gonna run in here and hope I don't die. I really don't know why he didn't go down. I guess all my wolf pack did not hit him. Well, that was a wasted sword, so now I'm going to try and go back to the middle without getting pwned. I don't like fighting him on the sides. If you're comfortable with doing that, then, you know, it's not going to hurt to do it. But I'm just not comfortable with fighting him on the side. Don't do that either. I can't believe I just did that. If you fly up when you're next to Crota, he will slam you. I've had it happen to me before. I can't believe I almost died just by doing that. Oh no. Try and come in here because the sword bearer will not follow you in here. Okay, Crota moves, so now we're going to take out the sword bearer. I'm going to go ahead and use a synth. Okay, we lost some time right there, but I got my rockets, so it's alright. Get on the rock, hope that he actually goes down this time. Okay, there you go. That's how it's supposed to go. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to hit him while you're flying away like my epic fail just showed. So now ogres are gonna come, so I'm just gonna wait till I see an ogre come out, and then I'm going to run back in here. Actually, I'm just gonna run back in here now. I'd rather be safe than sorry. They should be coming any time now. Please hurry up. Are they, like, ever coming? Okay, I'm confused. Are they, like, even coming? Crota moved, and the ogres aren't even here yet. And the sword bear is not going to come out because ogres were supposed to come out. What the heck? I really don't want this one to get messed up. If it gets messed up off of something stupid like this. I'm gonna have to down him twice to make up for the lost time. Which is actually really risky to even do. And I'm probably gonna have to attack him on the side as well. Come on, sword bear. Is the game like glitched? Like, where's the sword bear? Oh, now ogres come out. I gotta kill them really fast. Yeah, he's probably gonna get enraged. This was a good run up until now. Unless I can kill the sword bear like as soon as he comes out. Which, considering he hasn't even come out yet. Now he's out, so now I gotta fight Crota on the side. Well, there went my flawless raider. The funny part was is I didn't even realize that I hadn't died up until I beat the Death Singer. I didn't even realize it. And then after that I got really nervous because I've been trying to get flawless raider. Oh well, now I can play less cautious, I guess. That's the best one I've ever had on a Crota run, even with 6 people. I don't know for sure, but I think one of the reasons why the game goofed up with the ogres was because of the Death Singer ads. Okay, so pretty much the same thing. You're just gonna want to go out and get the chalice. Hopefully this one will go better, like when he didn't go down when I shot him with my Galahorn. If you ask me, that's kind of one of the main things that messed up that run right there. Hopefully I have 2 Galahorns in the tube. I really hope I do. Of course I don't. And now just try and make your way back to the place, the middle. I hope one of these balls or enemies will drop me heavy. If they do, that'd be really helpful because I really don't want to sense it again. I'm gonna have to sense it unless one of the next enemies I kill drops heavy. He's gonna start moving. There he goes. Oh well, I'm gonna fire it at some ads and use a synth. Try and kill him as fast as possible. Basically, you're just doing the same thing over and over. You come up here, take him down with the Galahorn. You can do any combo you want. I like doing the slams the best, because it's just the easiest. I have another combo that I do. I might do that next time. I'm pretty sure it does more damage in the long run. Fortunately, it takes longer, so if the boomers are shooting at me, I'm pretty much gonna probably get killed. Ogres should come out, but last time didn't really go down like that. Okay, there we go. The game actually worked right this time. You couldn't have done that when I was trying not to die, could you? The safer way to do this is to go back in the hall, but I'm trying to kill them fast. So I'm just doing it like this. Safer way to do it is from back there. The sword bear should spawn any second now. We're just gonna move before I can freaking kill the sword bear. He took forever to come out. Yep, Crota move. Now I gotta fight him on the side. Oh, of course, not all my wolf pack went for him. That's one of the reasons why I hate fighting Crota on the side, but you know, this raid... I will tell you straight up that I think this raid's pretty stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. I've always liked the Vault of Glass better. I just think that this one was designed like poo. I mean, if you can solo a 6-man raid, I don't think that it's really that great in the first place. Vault of Glass, it was literally impossible to solo it the way they designed it. Hopefully, if they fixed all the bugs in this raid, it'd probably be better, but, you know, the chances of them doing that. I like the raid and the, like, aspects of the raid itself, but I don't really like all the bugs and glitches and stupid stuff that goes on while you're actually doing the raid. The Vault of Glass has a lot of bugs, too, but I just think it's generally more fun. I'm on really low health, so hopefully I don't get hit by anything. And I only got one rocket, and I don't think I can use a synth yet. Ah, yeah, I can, actually. You guys probably know the procedure by now. Okay, that's something that you're not supposed to do. Not that I did that on purpose, but still. I don't think all my wolf pack went for him. Oh, it did. That was a good one. Normally, I don't try and down him twice, but out of natural, I just did it. Oh, sweet, they dropped me heavy. really shouldn't have shot at the sword bearer because now he's gonna try and come over here. Okay, Crota moved and its rockets right there, so I'm taking him out. Same thing. I'm actually gonna try and down him a second time. Again. I recommend only downing him one time per sword though if you want to do it the safest way. And there you go. So, like I said, some of those things might take multiple attempts. But pretty much I tried to give you an idea of how I do it, and hopefully some of what I showed you will help you. But just stick with it, and eventually if you just stick with it, you'll get it done. This was mainly for the people who don't have 6 people to do a raid with, but for the people who wanted to solo it as a challenge or for fun like I did, then same difference. Alright guys, so I will catch you guys on the next video.